Blessings, bright ones. I am Alania Starhawk, and we're talking today about creating our own sacred space. Are you ready to start feeling empowered in your own experience, as if you have the ability to shift everything that's in motion to support you, to assist you, to bring in greater ease and grace? This is what we are awakening the remembrance of today. We're activating this sense of self-mastery within. We're reminding you that you are responsible for your own experience. That's right. You are your own sacred source. And this is not meant to place pressure upon you. It's meant to uplift you. Because when you remember that, anything that is needed, anything that could bless your journey, it is your prayers, it is your intentions, it is your invocations that creates it as a reality in your world. You are the one directing everything that fills this beautiful sacred space right here. And of course, you understand that your sacred space can be this large or as large as you desire, as long as you know that you are the one at the center of it all. It is your thoughts that bring in the energies that fill this space, that create this space. I remember at the very beginning of my journey, life felt too overwhelming to me. So in my innocence and my fierceness, I decided that this space was my own, right? I just bravely said, that's it. And I put out a few actual crystals. And I said, this is my space. The chaos cannot enter. All of the drama cannot enter. This is my sacred space. And the truth is, that was just teaching me to claim something for myself. For so long, I had been reacting to the world around me, and I needed to remember that this life could be as supportive as I allowed it to be. So if I told myself, this is my space, I am the designer, the director, and the orchestrator of everything that happens here, it allowed me to start imagining, what do I want in my sacred space? It taught me how to create boundaries. And I'm not talking about boundaries of protection. I do not want to close myself into the sacred space. I want to create a space that's a sanctuary, a support, a resource for everything that inspires my soul. So I created this beautiful circle of light. Circle of light. Light to me is love, it's truth, it's support, it's oneness, it's connection. It's everything that makes me feel at home. So I created this beautiful field of light to embrace me. And then I started filling it. And I'm asking you to do the same. Imagine the space around you that is designed and created just for you. Know, number one, that you have the right to create this for yourself. And then secondly, really be honest with yourself. What is it that you need? What is it that you want? Start placing energies in motion, not worrying about how it comes. Just trusting that if you speak it, if you know it, if you claim it, it will be. So I'm asking that this sacred circle is filled with all that is love, all that is truth, all that is inspiring, all that reminds me of who I am, all that heals the perceptions of limitation and resistance and separation within. I'm welcoming all divine remembrance. I'm welcoming compassion and kindness for myself, for all the parts of me that remember and all the parts of me that are searching. I'm filling this space with community, with heart connection, with everything that allows me to feel intimately connected with Source, with self, with you, with all who would support my journey. You see, these words, they flow easily for me now, but they came from a passionate desire to really claim this truth for myself. Originally, I just wanted to close out all of the stress, all the illusion, all of the fear that was on top of me. I wanted to create space where I can let it be out there, but I needed space where I could feel supported. I could hear my own thoughts. And this is why I created these circles of light. But you notice I didn't put energies on keeping the chaos, the illusion out. My energy, my voice, my power is always focused on what I do want to welcome. I want to welcome everything that supports, everything that heals, everything that inspires. This is where the power is. Because if we say what we don't want, all we're creating is an empty void, an empty space. We're keeping things out, but we're not calling things in. And if you are alive, if you are creative and in motion, you need things to feed you, to inspire you, to support you. So when we create sacred space, we act affirmatively always. What do you want? What do you want to welcome, attract, participate in? Okay, you might want opportunities in your life. Spirit, I'm welcoming in every graceful, resourceful opportunity. I'm asking for infinite abundance. I'm asking for everything that allows me to really connect to the miracles and the blessings that are supporting me right here, right now. There's power in this. When we're very logical, we need to understand what infinite abundance represents. We need to understand what a blessing represents. But when you connect to the energy of it, the passion of it that's coming from your heart space, you actually don't care what infinite abundance looks like as long as it is supporting you fully. You don't care what love looks like as long as it is pure love, right? We're getting the mind out of it so that we can really open up to everything that has the ability to support us here and now. I am no longer holding back. I am no longer resisting what I am worthy of. So we're creating this space that is ours. What I want to tell you is if it resonates, if it resonates, this is your reality. These circles of light, I did create particularly with intention originally. Okay, whenever I'm feeling resistance, whenever I'm feeling some struggle, some challenge, I create and I affirm my circle of light to be held securely. But the truth is, once you create it and know that it's yours, it is yours. Okay? Once you put it in place, once you believe that it is your reality, it is. We don't need to sustain it and prove it to be yours over and over and over. It is yours. So it might be quite intense at the beginning. I am surrounded by love. I am supported. I am uplifted. I am inspired. And then it just becomes your reality. You forget that you are ever without it because it is always there. These circles of light that I'm talking about, they are not bound to a physical place. So as I create this one here today, it's not bound to this earthly plane. It is enveloping me. Me. And it goes with me wherever I go. And I'm saying that I surround myself with, but I surround myself with this space and it goes out as far and wide as my energy does. Whatever I am feeling connected to that day, I welcome in all that is safe, secure, and uplifting. We, all of us, are learning to feel safe again. right? We're learning to feel safe again. This is why we're triggered right now by some of the things that are happening on this earth plane. We're feeling that experiences outwardly can change our personal security. So it helps us a lot to create these bounds, these safe spaces that are personal to us. It gives us the power. It reminds us that we have control over our experience. But we have to trust in these. We have to trust in these circles, because they are really representing your energy, and they can shift as easily as your energy shifts. So we're giving you the power to claim it, but only your faith can uphold it, really keep those bounds in place. I'm going to ask the divine to speak with us now. I'm going to ask for some beautiful messages to be shared, because what I have deeply understood this week is that we're not doing it alone. I've always known this, but this is a prime message right now, okay? Reminding us over and over and over that we are not doing it alone. Calling in the divine, all the beautiful guardians, all of the beautiful teachers, the wise ones, the angels, the healers. I welcome you now into this moment, into this space, into the beautiful circle of light that surrounds this globe. There is a gifting that is taking place. I see these beautiful beings of light come into presence with each of us and stand before, and they take what appears to be their hand and places it on our heart space, filling our heart with light, pure light, encoded light, healing light. They place it upon our heart and say, "This is yours. Let it support you now." And they're reminding us that there is sacred energy available to us, sacred energy that feeds our soul and brings us into healing, harmony, and alignment. And it's our right to call upon this energy to actually heal our mind, body, and soul. They're saying that they're gifting this to us so we remember what it feels like. But now I'm seeing rainbows of this light showering upon us all. And they say, please request this light. Please open your fields of energy to welcome this in. And now what they show me is that we just spoke about creating your circle of light. I have been doing this for many years. It's comfortable for me. I instantaneously connect. But Spirit is showing me that many of us do not easily invoke this circle of light. We are still too connected to feeling unsafe, insecure, wounded, and alone. All right, they're being honest with us now. They want you to know that it can be done. They want you to practice. They want you to invoke this energy to create this space and to believe in it. But they say, until it's comfortable for you, ask for the divine to co-create it with you. It might be easier for you to trust in how real it is if you call in the divine, if you call in Source, if you call in Earth Mother, if you call in the angels, if you call in God. Okay? Welcome all of the sacred, divine, healing energy. See it enveloping you. See it creating a space, a safe space to walk with you everywhere through each experience. Know that it is real. And they say just by knowing that you choose to create this, you actually release and detach from all of those beliefs that allow you to feel resistant and protective. So let's talk about that need to defend and to protect right now, because that's actually what we are being taught to do at this time, to protect ourselves, to not let anything harmful in. When I speak of activating this field of light, the light is everything that is supportive, uplifting, and healing. This means that anything that is less than supportive must redirect itself. It must fall away, or it must transmute and align with all that supports your soul. You're forgetting that this light that we are invoking, that it is pure light. It cannot become toxic. When you invoke light, when you invoke truth, when you invoke love, it transmutes everything else into those divine frequencies. Okay? When you remember that you are really sitting in this energy, we remember that we are creative. Creative means that things are birthing themselves for us. So if change is needed, change happens. If healing is needed, it happens. We're learning to really co-create with this infinite realm of supportive energy. And I'm feeling vibrations, gentle vibrations, move up and down through my spine, from the top of my neck right here all the way down to the bottom of the spine. I'm feeling these beautiful, gentle vibrations move through. And I know what they're doing. Our spine serves as a gateway, as a portal, not the physical bones. But the physical bones are actually representative of that I lose words sometimes. Shaft of light, that beautiful beacon of light, that source of light, that core of light that lives within. We are holding this open gateway so that we can gently welcome in energy from the divine planes. Breathe it in and remember that I am divine, I am light, I am truth. House it in our body, embody it, let it live within, and then let it move through and connect into this earth plane, into everything that is earthly, into everything that supports our free will experience. And in reverse, we take all of this earthly energy, this power that allows us to have responsibility over our experience, that free will, that personal power and truth. We take all of that, we bring it up into the body, we allow it to merge in with the divine energies that are flowing in this direction, and then we bring them up into source. You realize what's happening, this inflow and outflow, this give and this take. All of this is allowing us to become a gateway between heaven and earth. We become the divine in earthly form. This is what we're moving through, okay? Some of us feel off center because we're seeing and acknowledging only our earthly body, only our earthly experience. You will know greater peace. You will know greater security when you remember that you are the doorway between heaven and earth. Your breath, your prayers, your intention is what allows the divine to be part of this earthly experience. You are not separate from one or the other. They both are parts of you. Oh, there's power in that. So as I told you, my spine is open and activating. I'm allowing the energies to flow through in both directions. I'm sensing a clearing. Okay, and this is important because sometimes we hold the toxic and ancient memories that have kept us separate from the divine or the earthly. We hold them in that shaft of light and power, in that field. All right, so as I'm activating, as I'm allowing the energies to move in both directions to open and release, I'm allowing all of these ancient toxic energies to enter right down into the earth plane to release themselves. I'm acknowledging that I do not need to control this experience for myself or for any other soul upon this earth plane. I am allowing myself to connect to all that I am, seen and unseen, earthly and divine. I am allowing all aspects of myself to merge harmoniously within this physical form. I allow this integration, this merging, this union to take place. And as we do this, first I felt just the opening take place, and now I feel the Kundalini rising. I sense it in each and every one of us. All of us holding this power, sacred, this power, waiting for it to rise, waiting for it to be used, directed in this earthly experience. They say, do not be afraid of the power that you are. You each hold this vision of potential, of purpose, of being in your own way, your voice, your sight. All of this is unique to you. And there's a reason that you are holding energy and light on this earth plane in your own unique way. We need you to be who you are. And in order to do this, we need to remind you that you are energy and light. You are resourceful. You are responsible for your experience. You hold the power in your own experience. Remember this. As we just introduce this, even as a thought, even if you're not ready to embrace it and accept it, as we introduce this as an idea, as a concept, it becomes more actualized. It becomes more present in this level of consciousness. And that's what we're really doing. We're reminding you that this is who you are. And if you choose to embrace this and accept this in this moment or in 10 days or 10 years, that is up to you. But right now, Spirit says we are offering you an opportunity to remember that as you breathe life into motion. You breathe the divine into the earthly and the earthly into the divine. You breathe connection and wholeness into harmony. You breathe, you create, you allow. You, dear ones, are more majestic, more miraculous, more mysterious than you can ever recognize. So trust us. Trust us when we say that you are approaching the gate of remembrance. And in this gate, what you find is yourself, your truth, your beauty, your power, your light. As we approach this gate, everything that once kept you separate is released, is just released. You come into this moment, this sacred place, this experience of being supported. It feels as though the trees are singing to me now. There is a tone, there is a rhythm, there is just a voice that is echoing to all of us and surrounding us. And I sense a deepening, bringing in more voices from the earth plane, just more voices connecting and coming in to bless each and every one of us. Wow. So the elders, the ancient elders of the tree people, of the standing ones, of the watchers, right? These ancient elders come forth, these trees, these ancient voices. And they say that they are so proud of us for leading the way. When all was darkest, you did not lose your way. You pushed through to know that there must be more. Know that we see you, we hear you, and support you now. And these great, big, beautiful, majestic beings move their arm, what feels like their arm, outwardly, and they open a field of light that is filled with all the support and the assistance that we are looking for. They're opening our sight to see the potential and the support that is present and available. They say, let this be yours, as if they just opened the gates to this great big carnival. And they say, let this be yours. All of it, all the support, all the blessings, let it be yours. Do not believe that you are in this alone. Trust that as you choose to awaken, we bring in all the support that eases your journey. And I ask on your behalf, and what about some of the concerns that people have at this time? How can we help them to feel safe and loved? And remember, these are the ancient ones, the ones who have been watching us throughout time, really holding space for us on this earth realm. And they say there are many realities that are all coexisting right now. Many realities that all speak to people differently. You have to acknowledge this, because some are speaking of realities that resonate for them. Does their reality resonate with you? Give yourself permission to make another choice, to know this is my truth. This is what I believe in. This is what I choose for myself. You cannot believe that there is only one path forward. That will keep you feeling very small and isolated. You must acknowledge that there are infinite paths of possibility and support for you here and now. There are already infinite realities for you to choose from. Make sure you search for the one that resonates with you. Call it to yourself. Let it be this magnetic connection. I choose love. I choose peace. I choose community. I choose this sacred sanctuary, this infinite knowing, this interconnectedness. I choose to be at home within myself. And I told you about that portal in my back right now. It's open and it's still flooding through. It's still activating. It's still clearing. It's still rising and awakening. There's a lot of energies shifting and expanding. And again, I'm just seeing veils lifting. So a veil is anything that keeps us separate from our sacred and divine truth. Anything that keeps us separate. And Spirit is showing me the veils being stripped away right now. Wow. It's not just in our circle here. It's at this time on our earth plane. The veils of disconnect, disempowerment, and separation, they are resonating with some. They are serving some. But if you're ready to see truth, if you're ready to see through, if you're ready to be supported, you must imagine these veils releasing and lifting for you. Ask for truth and it will be yours. Within your heart space and within your experience. Ask for truth and it will be yours. And the energy starts spiraling around us now to remind us again that we are celebrated, that we are honored, that we are truly blessed. Each and every one of us. And they say, Imagine that you are the only one that sees yourself through this limited vision, this limited view. Everyone else of clear sight sees the beauty. Everyone else sees the potential that you already are. We're asking you to see yourself as you are. And I'm saying this to you so that you hear this, but I hear their words speaking to me. I hear them. I hear them telling me to release my own veils of resistance, of self-denial, of everything that allows me to feel small in this world that is as expansive and infinite as I allow it to be. And they say this, we want you to soar. We want you to explore. We want you to discover yourself. And we will always push you forward into greater expansions of self. This is what you're here for. So what do you take with you today? They say this, not me. What do you take with you today after all of these words, after all this energy has moved through? What are you taking into your life, into the reality that is yours? What are you embracing as your own sacred truth? And I hear our souls responding that I am more powerful than I believed myself to be. Yes. And what does this mean? They're speaking to us. What does this mean? We are more powerful. That we are the ones who design, direct, and shape our reality. And they say yes. So remember this, if you want more love, support, peace, healing, you have to be the one to welcome it in. You have to be the one to believe in it. You have to be the one to allow it. Do you hear us? You can't just want it. You have to create space for it to come in. Believe in it. Allow it. It will flow in effortlessly if you believe in it, if you trust in it. You are still the director. That feels right. Thank you, beautiful source. And now we ask you all just to be at peace and know there is no place else you need to be. That's it. Listen to your own heartbeats. Let yourself dream. Let yourself dance. Let yourself be. This is our lesson for today. Today is day 5 in our 7 sessions leading up to the Spring Equinox on Thursday. The equinox is a time of balance where darkness and light are perfectly balanced, but it also serves as a gateway of awareness, of acceptance. And we use that gateway to create focus moving forward. Create focus moving forward. It's a day of power, and it has always been. Those of us who have been walking this path of light have always known that this gate connects us to all the other dimensions of time and space and attunes us to everything that supports us over the next 3 months. It's a restart, it's a reboot, it's an opening, it's an expansion, it's a celebration. So we are still preparing, and Spirit says, oh, you have prepared so much over the last few days. Trust that this is an epic gate of soul expansion and growth for you. We celebrate you in all ways. Please, if you wish to go deeper into this soul expansion, in recognizing who you are and recognizing your purpose and what you're here for, connect with me. This is my passion. This is my passion. Go to my website, alaniastarhawk.com. Let's open the gates together. Let's clear the veils and really place you on your path of empowerment. I am here to support you. I love you and appreciate you. Please spread these videos if you feel that they might support someone, and know that I appreciate everything you share and contribute. We are doing this together. I am you and you are me. We are one in light and in truth. Namaste. Live bravely, dear ones. You are so loved.